The 2020-21 season countdown is brought to you by Oddschecker, your one-stop betting hub. Hi, and welcome on to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. Brought to you today by Oddschecker, your one-stop betting hub. We can get all the bookies in one place. You get loads of tips and insights. The link is in the description if you want to know more. Counting down the new season with Oddschecker at the moment. 4 days to go. 4 days until we kick off against Fulham. I still can't believe that I'm not going to be there on the first game of the season. It's going to be weird not actually being there at Craven Cottage to take in the vibe and the atmosphere but it is what it is. We know the reason why, because of the pandemic at the moment. We can't be there, but still looking forward to it. What are Arsenal going to bring to the table on that first game? I can't wait. And on Oddschecker, they got loads of odds. Relegation at the moment. Fulham actually 11-10 alongside West Brom to go straight back down, according to Oddschecker. I like Fulham as a club, but I don't want them to go down. But they need to lose that first game. And we got a great record against them. We really do have a great record against Fulham. So hopefully we can follow that through. Look out for some of the great content we got coming up around the start of the new season. We've done this brilliant superfan debate with all the big 6 clubs. We've also got a brilliant preview coming up for that Fulham game as well. So look out for that. But it's transfer season. And if we are to get into the top 4, we really need to have a strong team. Look at what's happening around us at the moment with some of the other teams. Look what Manchester City are doing in the transfer market, and they're strengthening every day, it seems. The link with Koulibaly looks like that might happen. Look what Chelsea have done with Havertz and Ziyech. Look what Manchester United, they're, breathing down the neck of Sancho. They bought Van der Beek. If we are to get into that top 4, Liverpool are Liverpool, even though they haven't bought much, but they're already very strong. To get into that top 4, I still think Arsenal could do with a bit more. Thomas Partey is the guy that we could really, really do with signing. And there's reports today coming out of Spain from Marca. They're probably their number 1 publication for sport. And they are claiming that Partey has rejected the chance of signing a new contract. He currently has a contract which still has quite a lot left on it till 2023. But they want him to extend his contract, Atletico Madrid, but he has rejected that at the moment. He's not interested at the moment in signing a new deal. And very interestingly, remember we had Fabrizio Romano on the show. He said that they'd go after getting him to sign a new deal if nothing happens this summer with Arsenal. We know about the £45 million release clause. And also, we've heard about these rumours, of course, that Atletico Madrid are looking at Marc Roca of Espanyol. He's lined up as the replacement, and they're apparently, accelerating ahead with getting that all in place. Could Arsenal get Thomas Partey this transfer window? They're going to have to pay a lot of money for him. They're going to have to pay the 45 million. It doesn't look like Atletico are going to break. Looks like maybe Arsenal playing a bit of a waiting game on it, hoping that, things might kind of, pressure might build and Atletico might come off of that price. But very stubborn club, Atletico Madrid. The price that they set is what they want, and they're not looking to break off of that. Will Arsenal be able to get that deal done? It's gonna be one of those that drag and drag. But if we could get it done, I really do think that starts to put us in a good position to challenge for the top 4. Definitely, it looks like Partey is holding out. He's not forcing a move. He's not, even though, I saw some fans getting excited yesterday because his brother was following some Arsenal players and following Arsenal. That doesn't mean anything, really. He's not forcing a move. He's obviously got a lot of respect for Atletico Madrid and Diego Simeone. He's not forcing it. But the rumours are he would love to play in the Premier League. I think, you know, I was chatting to one of my mates the other day, he's Ghanaian. I think the whole of Ghana would love to see him in the Premier League. Apart from the coach of Ghana, who apparently told him not to come to Arsenal. What's that all about? But it would be a great addition to Arsenal if they could get this one done. And there's a lot of Arsenal fans out there that I've been talking to recently, and they're like, you know, what's the problem in getting this done? 45 million. Come on, we can do that. We must have the funds to do that. Release clause. Not as simple as that. 45 million in this pandemic is quite a lot. We're going to have to sell players. There are players that can be sold to raise that money. What if they sell Emi Martinez? Now, Martinez linked again with a move away from Arsenal. Do you want to see this one happen? You know, I think, you know, a year ago, had Arsenal been offered, you know, the sort of money that they're getting offered for Martinez, they would have bitten their hands off of any club. He was just a backup goalkeeper. But he's come in and he's been brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Now, the rumours are that Aston Villa have upped their bids. They bid originally for Martinez. That was turned down. They've now put in a second bid, which is said to be near to Arsenal's valuation of 20 million. If they do hit that valuation, and Villa, they're desperate for a goalkeeper. Tom Heaton is still injured. They need a keeper. And if they could get a keeper of his quality, I mean, but if they meet that valuation, would you sell Emi Martinez? Remember, we got a great goalkeeper in Leno, and it's going to be hard to keep hold of two great goalkeepers. What do you do? What do you do in this case? I would really love to hear from Arsenal fans in the comments on this one, particularly if that £20 million goes towards getting Thomas Partey. It's a tough one, because at the moment for me, Emi Martinez is the number one goalkeeper at Arsenal right now. He's got the shirt. But if we did sell him, we still got Leno, who's an unbelievable goalkeeper as well. So if we sold him and that money, and say we sold him and Guendouzi, Torreira, looks like he'll probably go, that money goes towards getting Thomas Partey with one goalkeeper down, but then we could go and bring in someone else who could be a backup. Leno is fit now as well. Remember, Leno is fit. It's not like Leno, you know, before Leno was injured, and that was the only reason Emi Martinez was starting, but he's been so good. What do you do? It's going to be, you know, I mean, I wouldn't like to be in a position of Edu in making that decision, because, as I said, Emi Martinez has been brilliant. And remember, what you also have to factor in is that Arsenal are going to have a lot of games in a very short period of time to play this season. You know, they've got games, Carabao Cup game coming up straight away against Leicester. They're going to have Europa League games, FA Cup games, all congested this season. So Martinez will get a lot of game time, even if he plays as number 2 and he does all the FA Cup, League Cup, Europa League. That's still quite a lot of games. But every goalkeeper wants to be the number 1. Every goalkeeper wants to be starting every week. If he went to Villa, he would be starting every week. He has made it clear he wants to become Argentina's number 1 goalkeeper. Bernd Leno is knocking on the door. You know, he's in the German squad, knocking on the door for that number 1 spot. It's a big, big conundrum, and I wouldn't like to be in Edu's shoes making that decision. They've performed one U-turn, and that U-turn is on Rob Holding. Rob Holding was due to go out on loan. We were told, David Ornstein reported it heavily last week, that last week, Monday, Rob Holding was going to be going out on loan to Newcastle. There's been a U-turn on that decision, and Rob Holding apparently is staying at Arsenal. He will not be going out on loan to Newcastle. Newcastle have been spending big. I know yesterday they bought Callum Wilson in from Bournemouth. You know, they're making moves, a lot of moves in the transfer market, but they would like Rob Holding on loan. But it looks like Arsenal want to keep hold of him. As I said yesterday, Mustafi's still injured. Callum Chambers is injured. It makes sense. It doesn't make sense, really, to be moving him on at this time if those two are still injured. So it does look like that U-turn's been performed, and Rob Holding will be staying at Arsenal. Arsenal linked today with a young player from Portugal, plays for Sporting Lisbon. His name is Nuno Mendes, 18 years old, a fullback who's highly rated, yet another one of those top quality players coming out of Sporting Lisbon. They really do produce top players over there. And rumours coming out of Portugal that Arsenal and AC Milan both interested in signing the player, although AC Milan said to be ahead of Arsenal because they've already gone to Sporting Lisbon and said that, you know, we'll give you 15 million euros for him. Arsenal haven't yet made a bid. He's got a release clause of 45 million euros. These clubs over there in Europe, they love the release clause. His release clause is the same as Thomas Partey's. Unbelievable, but he's only 18 and he's very, very highly rated fullback. I can't see this one happening in this transfer window, although, you know, he might have that release clause, but with this current pandemic going on, a lot of these release clauses are just release clauses in names only, because, you know, there's no team that's going to, you know, you've got an 18-year-old player prospect that's going to insist, I think, on that 45 million. That would have to come down because clubs just don't have that type of money in this transfer window. But let's keep our eye on that one. Nuno Mendes of Sporting Lisbon. And the other thing I wanted to ask you guys, should we be getting worried about this guy? Is it time to start worrying? I mean, at the time of doing this video, right, this guy, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, has still not signed, or he's still not been announced anyway. Now, do we need to start getting worried about this? Is he holding on to see what's happening out there? You know, I mean, I note the other day that, again, Fabrizio Romano said, listen, Robbie, don't worry, he's signing. He was at first kind of holding out to see what other offers came in, but those have diminished. But what about Barcelona, who, you know, they're moving on Suarez? He's going. What about that? You know what I mean? If he goes to Juventus, they need a striker. The talk is that they'd be interested in Lautaro Martinez of Inter Milan. But then if he moves from Inter Milan to Barca, which all the reports are saying that Inter Milan don't want to sell him and aren't going to sell him, and Inter Milan are a club that do have quite a lot of money. They don't have to sell him. But let's just say he did. Inter Milan might be looking for a striker. Is he holding on? You know what, right? I don't know, man. There's, as I said, there's 4 days to go till the start of the season. I really think this needs to get announced this week, or fans are going to start getting worried, because they're going to start saying, well, how have we gone into a new season and this is still not signed and sealed? The captain of the club. I'm hoping, you know, I mean, I'm just getting a little bit, you know, touchy for nothing. I hope that. But it's a bit strange. I just don't understand why this is taking so long to announce. All the noises I've heard coming out of Arsenal is that he's cool, he's signing. But until we see that pen to paper, as we saw with the Rob Holding thing, we were told last week, definitely he's going on loan to Newcastle, U-turn. Players can make U-turns too. So I don't want to alarm nobody, but it's just a bit, it's slightly worrying. And I would like to see this one get done ASAP. I'd love that, you know, this show comes out and then people are then commenting saying, Robbie, you idiot, look, he signed. I mean, I hope that's the case. But at the moment, still no signature, still no signing of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Although I do think it is going to get done. But hurry up, Arsenal. Hurry up. 4 days to go. Let's see. Anyway, listen, thanks for watching the show today. As I said, look out for those super fan debates. We've got some great topics. We've sat down with some of the biggest influencers, football influencers representing Chelsea, Man United, Manchester City, Liverpool, of course, our club, Arsenal. And we have debated all the scenarios around this season. Who's going to win the league, top 4, Golden Boot. It's brilliant. Make sure you check that out when that comes out. Brought to you by Odds Checker. And 4 days to go. Come on, Arsenal. Sign up Aubameyang. Get moving on Partey. Robbie here from AFTV. We just got to say a big thank you to everybody who follows us across our various channels. Over 1 million followers on YouTube. Don't forget, you can now also catch us on Reddit. We're on Reddit, so get involved with us on Reddit and also on TikTok. Keep it AFTV, baby, right here.